Sahasrara day, or we can solve the day when the Sahasrara was opened out, is a very important. It's very subtle. We just know about the Kundalini, that she's coiled up in 3.5, and she's lying in the triangular bone known as sacrum. But we don't know what she works, how she works, what happens to us. She rises in 6 centers and breaks the breaks the 6th center. Because Ganesha's center doesn't play any role. So when she breaks the 6th center, which is the Sahasrara, then she connects you to the all-pervading power of divine love. But what is this divine love? What does this do? It is the energy of the mother. They can say it is the energy of Adi-Shakti, which is all over, works through vibrations. But what are these vibrations? It's a very subtle energy that starts flowing through your Sahasrara. All the 1,000 petals of the Sahasrara get slowly enlightened, and it starts flowing throughout your body, throughout your hands, feet, throughout your body. And the more you are, your attention is on the Sahasrara, the more it works faster. Now in the science I've read that they have discovered an energy called, they call it, what do you call that? Because I was the scientist, I forget this. What energy? Quantum, quantum energy. Quantum, I don't know why they call it quantum, because quantum is 4. So it might be meaning the energy of Ganesha, maybe, I don't know. Because scientists are blind people, I don't know what they call what. So they are saying there's a quantum energy. Now this quantum energy, according to them, flows in a very subtle manner, and it is normally not visible, but it has light. You have seen that in so many photographs of mine, this light of all kind. This energy moves in a light. So this is the quantum energy, I think, again. I am not very sure, because scientists are always found them a little bit vague. But this quantum energy they are talking about is something like the spiritual energy or the energy of love, which flows around. And this quantum energy, they do not know what it does, but they have seen it has got light. They call it quantum because according to them, it flows in bundles, and every bundle is a quanta, according to them. Now this energy, when it flows, as you have seen yourself, it works. It works in every direction, in every dimension. For example, it works physically. Supposing you have some physical ailment. You have seen many people get cured in my presence, just in my presence. I need not do anything to them. Or also, as soon as I see somebody, I know what he's suffering from. That's also, I must say, my connection with the divine. And that tells me what's wrong with what person and what should be done. And it can be cured in no time, because that also comes to me just like that. I don't ask any questions. I don't try to find out. I do not analyze. But it just says, do like this. Or it also doesn't say, it just does. It just works automatically. It is very difficult to explain how this energy works. But all of you who have got realization can also work out your own energies. How? By releasing it, by feeling it, by giving it to others, by experimenting. Of course, Sahaja Yoga has spread because of you only. You are the people who have brought people to Sahaja Yoga. But that's not the end of it. We have to save this world. For that, at least, I feel 40% of people should get their realization. Whatever may be their nationality, whatever may be their education, anything. They are to be given self-realization. In our Indian scriptures, it's clearly written, without Atma Sakshatkar, your life is useless. But what is Atma Sakshatkar? Is the knowledge about yourself. How can you have that knowledge unless and until you become one with this all-pervading power? So it was a very great thing I felt that this Sahasrara I could open in 1970. I realized I was overwhelmed because I knew this is the only trouble, it is the only obstacle human beings are having. Because their sahasraras are not open, that's why they are going in the darkness. That's where they are having wars. That's why they are having all kinds of problems. But if their sahasrara opens, and if they become one with the divine power, all their problems will be solved. Every type of problem will be solved, and they'll be very happy people. I realized it, and I was very happy, I was overjoyed. But nobody understood me. I don't know, they thought I must be talking something nonsensical. Nobody understood it, what it is. Because even in the Shastras, it's not written about Kundalini so clearly. Only one great saint called Gyaneshwara wrote it in his book in the 6th chapter about the Kundalini. It's not so clear. Only he said that with the Kundalini you can get your awakening. Also you sing that song always, I've heard, which says that, "O Kundalini Mother, please be awakened." But nobody knows that what this Kundalini is and why are you singing that song. It was all in our country, people used to sing in the village. So clearly, but nobody understood the meaning of it. Just they used to sing as some sort of a bhajan or could be some sort of a music concert. But nobody knew what it was talking about. It was such a misunderstanding about everything. And all these poets also who have written clearly about awakening, about realization, everything was just in the books. They would read one line of the book, then stop there. Another person would start another line, then he stops at another point. Like that they were just reading. Same thing about all the scriptures. There was big misunderstanding created and was used for the purpose of their own self-interest. That is how we couldn't get people who understood what was self-realization. It was just for some money or from certain type of a position to get. People started big organizations, very big religious organizations, I don't know what to call them. But none of them were realized souls. For example, there was a great saint called Viditama who went to China. And he started a religion called Zen. Zen means dhyan. And he wanted to put Zen in such a manner that people become thoughtless. He made a big tank full of sand with patterns and put some stones. And he had said that to sit on the edge of this pond and just see, but don't think. People didn't understand what it was. Normally anybody would go there and say, oh, this looks like some ships in the sea or all kinds of things. But nobody tried for thoughtless awareness. And I told some of them that this is for thoughtless awareness. They couldn't understand. Then we have also in Japan, Tao. He talked about the all-pervading power which was Tao. And Lao Tse was the one who did. He has described saints, how the saints are, how they behave, how they talk, what is their mannerism, everything. But how you become a saint, nobody says. I think throughout there has been no description how to make a person into a saintly personality. So also in the 12th century, Jnaneshwara was in the 12th century. He talked about it and he said about it in his book, everything. Because it was a kind of a style that a guru should have only one disciple, who should give to one disciple realization, not to many. I don't know why, what made them such a law or a rule. And then it started in the 12th century, there were many saints who sang the praise of realization. And all of them thought that these rituals are no good, so they discarded rituals and this. But what was the thing that had to happen? Nobody knew. I have read all their lives. I've read afterwards also many saints who were there. But it seems nobody knew how to raise the Kundalini. This was the basic problem. They didn't know how to raise the Kundalini. While I think they didn't have that power, or maybe they had no knowledge. They talked about Kundalini all right, but they did not know how to raise the Kundalini. This is a very special power of spirituality. None of them have been able to say or tell you how to raise the Kundalini. Now you all have got this power, which is such a rare thing. All of you have got it. I don't see anybody who doesn't have that power to raise the Kundalini. You may not. You may be contented with yourself, but that's not a very good thing. If you have got your Sahasrara opened out, and if you know how to raise the Kundalini, you must go all out to give realization to people. Nothing is going to benefit people more than self-realization. No use doing other charities, giving money, giving this, is of no use. Best thing is to go all out to see people who want their realization and to give them realization. I was very happy to see that they have started working it out on the gypsies. I have a special feeling for gypsies. For no fault of theirs, they are leading a very miserable life. And how the gypsies got the realization. You can see that you can give it to anyone who wants to have it. One thing is there, you cannot force on it. If they have a desire, a pure desire, they can get self-realization. So this day, I have to just say now, so many years have passed, I worked quite hard, day and night. And my only desire was that you people should take it seriously and work it out. Don't keep your realization to yourself. As many as people you can give realization, the greatest obligation will be on me and on God Almighty. Only thing is, you should try to give realizations to others. You will never make a mistake. You can never make a mistake because the Kundalini knows. She knows you. She knows you are a realized soul. She'll respect you. Even if you make mistakes, she'll correct it and she'll help you in every way. I am just, I should say, a housewife who had no support from anyone. But I was sure that it's my job to find out how to break the Sahasrara. Whatever way it is, outside doesn't matter. My job was to find out the breaking of Sahasrara, which I did. Now you also know that. So this is your job. And the scientists now will be coming around you to ask you questions because they don't know what they are talking about is what we are already doing. So you are so powerful, all of you. But how many of you are really doing this work is the point. Today is a very important day. I want to tell you that you have to strengthen my hands. They say the goddess has 1,000 hands. But even the 1,000 hands are now asking that you come along with your 2 hands and work it out. It's very important what you have to do. All kinds of problems in this world, they come because of ignorance. Take it politics, take it any problem. And how it is solved is also your power with the divine. I'll give you one simple example that the Turkish people came and were begging of me, Mother, you must come, you should not postpone. And this passport, my passport was a problem. I said, the passport is not ready, how will I come? But then I thought, why not? We'll have the passport also done. So passport was ready. And they wanted me to go to Turkey because they say the financial condition has gone down very much, the economy has gone down, absolutely, we are ruined. I went there, I didn't do anything about it. Within 2 days, they announced $10 billion help from the World Bank. Now, I didn't talk to World Bank. I had nothing to do with them. I don't know. Then I said, no, maybe, you see, they are helping because you people are in such trouble. I said, but so many countries are. Why have they helped us only? I said, that's the point. So now, I was surprised in Turkey, there are only ladies mostly who are leaders, mostly. And they have done such a big job. Now, I want to see what you people are doing in your country. You may say that in my country, the people are hopelessly bad. Maybe. I don't say no. But still, there are places, there are pockets where you can go and talk to them, tell them. Especially the media you must handle. It is something you have to do and find out why you can't do it. Like me, I was not supported by anybody, not helped by anybody. And how I have managed to break the Sahasrara, you can also break the Sahasraras of others. It's not difficult, because my vision is that this world at least should have 40% people who are realized souls and who are practicing Sahaja Yoga who are giving realization to people and trying